Everybody, welcome to Corporate's Boxing, I believe it's our 6th online boxing class. We've done a warm-up, whether it be 3 rounds of skipping minimum, or you've gone for a light run, if you got, you're fortunate enough to have maybe a stationary bike, or even, going for a mountain bike ride, something to get yourself warmed up. We're going to move on to the shadow boxing component of, pretty well virtually any boxing workout is fixed in with skipping, shadow boxing, and bag work. So what we're going to work on is, keeping in mind the fundamentals that we work on all the time. Footwork first, that 60-40 balance, 60% of our weight's on our back foot. You want that back heel up off the ground. All right, lots of movement before and after you throw your punches, hands up, elbows tucked in, none of this stuff. All right, that right hand right up at the cheek, your forearms up and down. Okay, so what we're going to work on tonight is the double jab. All right, we're going to throw multiple combinations. We're getting to a point now where you want to be able to throw more than 1 or 2. If you become just 1, 2 all the time, eventually your opponent's going to figure you out, okay? So we're going to work on the double jab. And from the double jab, we're going to start a combination. Minimum of 3, all right? If you want to push yourself, 4 to 5 if you can, all right? I want the head movement before and after you throw your punches. Okay, so if you need a little help, I'll give you some examples of how to throw the double jab with the part of the combination. Right off the top of your head, you might be going, well, what is there? It's endless, the amount of combinations you can start out with the double jab. Okay, you can start out with just standard double jab, cross. Okay, then I'm going to either see how I duck my head down there so I'm out of the way of anything coming back at me. All right, you can go double jab, uppercut, okay, and then I'm going to roll to the right. Remember, if you watch the last one, if you finish with the right hand, roll to the right. If you're lefty and you finish with your cross, you're going to roll to your left-hand side. Okay, that's the easiest way to kind of remember when you're first starting out. All right, you can do the jab up, jab down, cross. Okay, you go the other way, down, up, cross. Okay, again, moving your head. Okay, you can jab, so the double jab, and then a hook. Okay, I can throw a cross, and then I'm going to move. All right, working your feints. Okay, all kinds of different combinations to work off the double jab. Boom, boom. You're going to throw that cross to the stomach. No, you don't have to go down, just push, boom, down into the solar plexus, and then we're going to move off to the side. Okay, so work on that for a couple of rounds. Okay, now what we're going to work on into probably our 3rd round is we're going to try to work off some feints and then throw in the cross as the lead. Okay, again, I've talked about it on a number of different occasions. The more unpredictable you are, the better you are as a fighter, okay? Even that jab and the double jab all the time, you want to throw something out at your opponent the odd time that confuses them. They're thinking the jab's coming, you're going to plant and throw a nice cross, okay? You can throw that to the head, all right? You can break down to the head. To the solar plexus is one of my favorites. Right? You need to feed them with the jabs so they think the jab's coming, and then break down the stomach as you cause them to lift their head up. Alright? Again, same principles, move it around, throw that cross. You can throw a hook as you step over the side and throw another cross. Alright? That's just one thing that we can work on as far as the shadow boxing goes. So you've done your 3 to 4 rounds that way. The more you push yourself, okay, the cardiovasculars get the heart rate up. Then we're going to move over to the heavy bag. So what we're going to work on the heavy bag tonight is a really good drill that
those who follow me online know I also follow other fighters. And Tony Jeffries did a post about this one a while ago. For boxing, one of the most important parts of boxing is what we call your spacing, okay? So this is a drill actually we used years and years ago as an amateur to get the feet moving and work on that spacing. We talked about it before, you want somebody at the end of your punch. So here's a good drill to do on the heavy bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing my heavy bag. As it moves, I'm going to move with it. See as it goes? So I keep my hand out there, that's one way. And then as I go forward and backward, so then I'm just going to push it again so it swings. I want you to try that for whether it be your 2 or your 3-minute round, whatever you're doing. Now, a couple of key points to remember. The 60-40, all right? So when I'm moving forward, I push with the back foot, step with the ball of the foot. When it swings back, push. It's a glide. Nice like that. That's tough. If you can do that for 2 to 3 minutes, you'll feel it in your legs, right? You're gonna get your burn in your quads and the balls to your feet. Okay, so again, all right, so I want you to do that for the first round. No punches. You can leave that arm out. Know how I float my arm so I know my distance. All right, the second round, what I want you to try to do is throw some punches. All right, you're trying to keep those punches at the end. All right, one of the biggest problems with fighters sometimes is they allow the opponent to crowd them. So when we hopefully get back going, if you ever watch people do pad work, you'll see as the coach moves with the pads, there's not that huge separation, right? So the fighter, and what I'm doing when I'm looking at the bag is you train your eyes to be able to tell where your space is, so you know where the punch is, right? So again, do that for 1 or 2 rounds, okay? That'll be a good burn for you. All right. For the last round, what I'm going to have you work on is we're going to pick it up a bit because you're going to already be burned from the footwork drill. So we'll say round 3, we're going to work on throwing at least 5 punch combinations. Okay? So if it's at least 1, 2, 3, and then lots of head movement. Alright? At least 5. Every time you throw. Not to throw like 1,000 combinations in a row. But each time you decide to throw, so I'm moving around, pick my spot, move. See how I move with the bag? That's what I want you to do for 2 more rounds. Okay, that should give you anywhere from 3 to 5 rounds, depending on how you feel. Okay. If you feel the form break it down, slow it down. Okay. I'd rather have you less punches in a round, quality punches, than just be throwing punches and creating bad habits. All right, again, I can refer back to some other videos where I've told you if you get a chance, video yourself and take a look at yourself. You'd be surprised, by the time the second or third round comes around, instead of being straight back, you're doing stuff like this. The hands are coming from here instead of here. Very bad habits that follow you along as you progress in boxing, okay? So that's a quick little circuit. If you got any tips or anything, or tips as far as any training things that you pick up, by all means, again, I've always said this, ask if there's anything else you'd like to see. By all means, shoot me a message and I'll film something. But I can't stress enough, that spacing drill is amazing. You ever want to see somebody who's a master at spacing, watch some Floyd Mayweather. I'm going to try to attach a Floyd Mayweather, a few clips of him where he works that spacing. So he always knows where his range is and where he needs to do to just slip out of his opponent's range and subsequently counter him. He's such a good one out of that knowing that hit and that quick little shift back and then spring back in. It's not a huge move back out because then it's too much to get back in. It's just that little slow slip to get in there, okay? And it takes practice. When we get up and going again, a really good drill to do that is with a partner, you're just learning to move. As your partner moves, you move. It's like a mirroring drill. All right? So keep punching, keep active, people, and hope we get at this sooner than later. All right? See you.